Hi everyone, we're the Literary Explorers, and today we will be talking about how to choose the right instructional materials in teaching literature. Instructional materials really shape how students learn and experience stories. As per Jerome Bronner said, learning becomes more meaningful when students can actively build their understanding, and that only happens when you choose the right materials. So in this presentation, we'll first share the common criteria teachers use, and then introduce our own enriched criteria that we believe are more fitting for the modern literature.
Traditionally, teachers follow several criteria when selecting materials. The first is relevance, meaning the material connects to the lesson, objectives, and the student lives. Next is the accuracy, to make sure everything is factual and updated. Then we have appropriateness, which means it suits the student's age and background. And lastly, engagements, to keep the student interested and motivated. This aligns with Benjamin Bloom's idea that materials should match the level of thinking we want students to develop, from understanding to creating.
Our first criterion is digital accessibility. Nowadays, learning doesn't just happen inside the classroom. It happens anywhere and anytime. So materials should be easy to access online and offline. Brian Tomlinson, a language teaching expert, said that materials should be adaptable to different contexts, and that includes digital spaces. When materials are accessible to all, no one is left behind, whether students are studying at home or in school.
When students read stories that represent their background or learn about others, they develop empathy, understanding, and respect. In literature, that means choosing books and texts that celebrate everyone, not just a single group or culture.
Critical thinking value. Our third criterion is critical thinking value. John Lewis said, education should train students to think, not just to memorize. So instead of using materials that only tell stories, we should choose ones that make students question, analyze, and reflect. For example, after reading a story, we can ask, why did the character make that choice? What lesson can we take from it? When materials challenge students' minds, literatures become more than words, it's become life.
Finally, we have adaptability. David Osabel said that learning becomes meaningful when new ideas are linked to what students already know. That's why teachers should be able to adjust materials depending on their student needs and levels. Adaptable materials help all learners fast, slow, visual, or auditory to learn effectively and feel included.
So to wrap up, traditional criteria are still important.
But our added criteria, digital accessibility, inclusivity, critical thinking value, interactivity, and adaptability,
Make literature teaching more inclusive and modern.
These ideas are supported by educators like Brunner, Dewey, Vygotsky, Gardner, and Osabel.
They remind us that great materials inspire learning, not just inform it.
Thank you for listening. We hope this encourages teachers to choose materials that truly bring literature to life.